What's good, beautiful people? Welcome to the podcast, Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. It's your boy, Mr. Lingo himself.
The man who always got something to say is your boy Fly Sweater KJ.
If you new to the channel, make sure y'all go like, comment, subscribe, follow the YouTube, Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. Follow the Facebook page, Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken, the IG and the Twitter, Two Vec Podcast, number 2 VEC Podcast. We got a dope show for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? We got some guests in the building, some of the fellas, Chi-Town, West Side representing, you know what I'm saying? To the left, introduce yourself, my brother.
Tone Bone from the South Side, man.
Tone Bone in the building.
Gerald Black Knight Frazier. I'm from the whole city. What it do, man?
Hey, we go live every Thursday from 3 to 5 p.m. on What's In It for the Black People Media. Make sure y'all go follow their Facebook page. We got a dope show for y'all tomorrow. And every Thursday we got a dope show. I'll put it to you that way. You feel me? But let's get into some of these topics. KJ, how you feeling, bro?
Good.
The pregame always hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And always.
KJ was clowning.
It always gets spicy. You know what I'm saying?
KJ was clowning.
We ain't even had a camera on yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's always interesting. But we gonna give y'all some of what we was just talking about. You know what I'm saying? You want to kick it up?
What was it? What was it? What was the topic?
Shit, you the one about it up.
Can I ask a question I've been dying to ask for the mics? Come on.
Ask
Bro, what is this that you was talking about that you feel like men or people in general is not meant to be with one person?
Here we go.
It's cheating natural. There we go. That's the topic.
It's
cheating natural. So I came across a Facebook
I'll
post.
just say I think it can be natural. That's all I'll say.
What do you mean it can't be natural?
I'll let y'all-
So we know. I always talk about this. Polygamy is natural for the human race.
Facts.
So that means that you have one person and you continuously move on. You're not destined to be with one person forever. So marriage is a scam at the end of the day.
He say marriage is a scam.
It's a whole... Come on, do you really think... marriage is a whole scam. Prove me wrong. How about that? Change my mind. Fuck out of here. Like,
What you think, Jared?
Marriage could be and sometimes is a scam. But what that got to do with is cheating and natural, because half these issues of cheating don't have nothing to do with marriage.
you cheat in your marriage.
No. I'm talking about before that. At what point in a relationship?
Okay.
Yeah, not when you married. If you married and you doing that, if you went down and took the fraudulent document and they could take half of your money when she leave and you did that, then if she cheated or you cheated, that's what happened. But what I'm saying is before that, like at what point in a relationship do you feel like you're committed to a woman? Or does that exist for you?
I mean, when you guys sit down and have that conversation about
Like we
if
exclusive.
you're going to be exclusive or not.
Yeah. Like I ain't fucking
I'm not
nobody
bank.
else.
Yeah.
We're not fucking nobody else. We exclusive.
You gotta be honest.
But you just said that it's for polygamy.
No, I said polygamy is the natural state.
The natural state of the human being.
Yes.
Fair.
It's the natural state
I
of...
could believe that too, though. I feel like that's staying ground.
What does that mean, though? I mean, I lost me. I'm like, okay, so you could be polygamous, but if I tell you that I want to just be with you, then we not polygamous?
I mean, yeah, obvious. That's obvious. I mean, it's obvious, bro. So you going out? So cheating would be going outside of the rules that is set.
What is cheating?
Going outside of the rules that you guys have set amongst either 2 or you can say 3. Nowadays, it's like 3 or 4 people.
Do you think it's standard that people who are in a relationship or a monogamous relationship, you think it's natural or standard that they have these type of conversations around certain boundaries, or do you think it's just a given, or do you think it's assumed? Like, what do y'all think? Do you think people in relationships, monogamous relationships, actually have these type of conversations? Like, yo, besides the whole exclusive point of view, right? Because motherfuckers can say, oh yeah, we exclusive, I'm just dating you. Me personally, I never trust a female past me being able to see her.
Trust as far as I can go.
That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
You
But
never. So wait. Sidebar. 30-second timeout. You have never, because I want to ask the moderator a question. You have never met a woman that you felt like you could spend the rest of your life with?
I did. I was married before. Like, I thought that was the one. You feel me? But now, from experience, I don't believe that there's a set one for each of us as individuals. I feel like you can meet somebody throughout your journey of life and it can really just be your turn for that individual.
Your
and
turn.
y'all can make that turn last as long as y'all. Y'all can make that turn. Like if you
disagree with all y'all, but I'm gonna let y'all talk.
But wait.
Hold on. If you meet a older couple, right? Let's say they've been married for like 30 years. They figured out some type of way where they made that turn last for 30 fucking years. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just imagine if you break up with a person, right? Let's say she cheated on you. That means your turn just over with. You don't need to walk around being behind her. She cheated on you. Like, it ain't no. And if you cheated on her and she find out about it and she ready to break up, your turn.
I'm gonna let them. What y'all think?
That's just my opinion.
What y'all think? I want to hear something because I got a lot of shit to say.
Say it. Go ahead, say it.
Talk your shit. I mean, my thing is, y'all never even came and defined cheating in the first place.
I mean, we did.
So you want to?
Stop.
You did. But his definition was not yours.
It's the same though.
It sounded like because he got hurt that he said.
No, I didn't get cheated on.
Damn.
I didn't get cheated on. I didn't get cheated on.
I'm trying to clarify.
No, what you asked me? You asked me something completely different. You asked me something completely different. Reframe. What question did you ask me? You didn't ask me about cheating.
No. What I'm asking you is there a point in life where you feel like there could be one person for any of you guys,
right? And
for
I said
one for the rest of your life, like never. I ain't gonna say desire or lust.
Let me put it to you
after.
this way, then. Yeah. The way that I grew up and the way that it was drilled in my mind from Christian belief is that you're supposed to find one individual, you're supposed to commit to that. I mean, it was so drilled in my mind that I thought that I wasn't even supposed to be fucking until I met.
I thought I was going to hell. I ain't gonna lie to you, John.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So, and I mean, who knows?
That's what they were saying.
So I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the consequences of my actions until I'm not here no more. But the fact of how it was so drilled into my membrane, like I grew up thinking that, you feel me? And when I did make that commitment because I thought this woman was supposed to be that one woman for me for the rest of my life, I did it in all of the wrong ways because I didn't do it from the standpoint of what I thought it should look like. I did it from the influence of society of, you know, you got to be married before this age, or you gotta pursue this type of way, or you gotta respect her, which I was already fucking. Why would I switch and say I ain't finna fuck no more because you don't want to fuck until we get married? Like, that don't even make sense. Like, but wasn't nobody telling me that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going off of what society says. You feel me? So if that answers your question, I don't think that you
No. My question is not to be answered. I'm just trying to get a more feeling.
No,
on
it's
this,
an engaging question though. Like,
yeah.
Because
it's so deep on that level because I'm actually a divorcee, so I've been hurt.
Yeah, so you know.
I've been cheated on. I've had to go and I have to go, unfortunately, and see things that I wasn't even looking for. Like, I'm not waking up and trying to get your password of your phone or nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah,
I'm bumping into the action that's outside.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? And so I've been hurt before. And so sometimes in a lot of relationships I be in, the reason why I always tell them in the beginning that I'm not a fan of monogamy and they don't understand is because I've already been through this already. And so I didn't mean to like take a shot, but I'm just saying,
so how
like,
do you manage that? What's the conversation around your relationship?
I believe I'm single until I'm married. I believe until we make a commitment, and my marriage is not on a document of paper. It have to be mutual. If a woman's gonna stay with me after I'm telling her the truth, then obviously she wants to be there. But that's conversation is one of the hardest I've ever heard in my life.
But that's the setup for a polygamous conversation as well, though.
It is.
It's the same conversation. Hey, babe, this is the structure. I can't solely be with you. This is how it's gonna look. Whether she's like, I'm with that, or whether she says, I can't get with that, you like, cool, I'm gonna go about this way because somebody over here gonna be with that, and I respect you for being honest enough to say that you don't agree with what I believe in. That's it.
So why do so many people believe in that?
Well, stop. Because monogamy is an American system.
Facts.
It's an American system. So if you look at the Eastern world, it's not even that much of a difference.
I mean, we can go to the Bible. Solomon had 300 wives and concubines.
I mean,
they say he was the wisest, so I don't know.
They also chopped his
That's what they said. David had a couple chicks too. They all through a couple chicks.
But I'm just saying though. But at the end of the day, like just not even just focusing on Solomon. You can look at the entire Asian culture. You can pick any culture from the Eastern world, and I promise you'll find a bigger population of polygamy than you will of just like one-on-one commitment. Now that doesn't mean that everybody's going to practice it, because it also comes with financial wealth, right? And so in the United States, you find people who are more polygamous in places that are cheaper. So you wouldn't find a big population in Chicago. You're not going to find a big population in California or in LA unless they're the top 1% and they can afford those things. But in Utah, in Atlanta, in these cheap places, you'll find more people willing to be with one person.
Is it because it's cheap, or they structure their culture to where the money is?
I mean, it's the financial thing though. Because if I can go to work and I can provide for 4 people in my household just by being a truck driver, why wouldn't my girl stay? I can do everything that she needs me to do. I can provide a house for her that's pretty much almost the size of a mansion. Look at the property in Texas. Texas property is crazy.
So you buying
and it's
bitches?
cheap. I mean, everybody buying bitches. Everybody buying bitches. Like, let's just be honest.
I'm trying to figure. You talking about if you got a bag?
A woman not gonna stay with you.
Bezos right now. You Bezos with
Go ahead.
You black bag Bezos. That's your new nickname. That's your new nickname. You black bag Bezos. You black bag Bezos right now. So now you got unlimited resources for whatever you want to do, right? So you saying now because you could pay for women and provide for them that you could have as many women?
I'm gonna say this.
I'm not judging you.
No, stop. Because I can provide a security for them that they don't have to leave the home. They don't. If I'm Jeff Bezos, they know they don't have to work again unless I want them to. And they know if they work.
This is from a polygamous standpoint, right?
Yep. If they know that they work, it's going to be their money because that's how the structure is set up. Because I'm still the head of the household, I still take care of all the bills, and what you do on the side while I'm busy is your playtime. But when I come home, I expect my food to be done.
You expect?
When I come, hell yeah, I expect. Fuck you mean? It come with rules. If I'm doing everything, it's an expectation.
If he doing everything, okay, but still though, okay, but then you go back to the communication around that though, right? So like if I am the man who, you feel me, is bringing in all the bread, and we have an understanding that like if you gonna be the stay-at-home mom or whatever the fuck the case may be, or just a stay-at-home individual, like if I have 2 of y'all,
what you doing at home if you ain't doing shit?
That's what I'm saying. So like,
I was letting Johnny talk, but you know what your housewife doing while you out making the bread? They calling the pipe man, and you think he coming to plumb?
I mean, they can
have crazy. While you in the room with Bomb Quita, Bomb Sheeta over here with the pipe man, talking about some. Make sure that. Oh, baby, the basement flood. I had to call the plumber twice.
But listen though. 9 times out of 10, she's not, because she's not gonna find anybody that is like me, that is as wealthy as me, and that can take care of her like me.
Want the money?
So crazy?
It's always about the money. Go ahead.
If there's a polygamous relationship, it is, bro.
Hey, but it is a double-edged sword too, though, because just because a woman is complacent with being comfortable by her man doesn't mean that she's totally and truly in love with him. Money,
I ain't saying that's the case.
About true love.
But
if we just talking about a polygamous relationship,
no one's talking about love though.
No, if we talking about a polygamous relationship, it's 9 times out of 10 about the money, because if you revert back to as a male, right, and I have two wives.
Well, it's about several things. It's just not so. We're not going because we're not. I'm not polygamous, so I don't want to put it out there like that.
Right. No.
But at the end of the day, I want to say this though. It's about multiple things, and money is a key of it, but it's not the sole purpose. Because we don't want to get their message messed up, because I don't operate as a polygamist here.
I'm only saying
currently.
Which side you want?
Go ahead.
I'm only saying that from the earlier argument. I'm only saying that from the earlier argument that you made, or just maybe it was just a statement from the standpoint of how it's looked at and viewed in the world. So you can go to certain cities where it's more expensive, and if you're trying to have 2 bitches, you ain't gonna be able to afford that shit. So like, I'm only saying it from that standpoint of money being a major factor
of security.
In that way. Like, but so when a woman has that sort of security, you feel me, and it's 2 of them, and she knows she ain't got to worry for nothing, like 9 times out of 10, she not finna be calling her. She will let you know.
She calling the pipe man.
Let you know.
I used to have a side job as the pipe man. Y'all tweaking. I used to have a side job as the pipe man. Y'all tweaking.
Listen. I'm
She
saying
calling
I'm
somebody
saying,
because if you're doing this, if you're sitting here and you're making all this money and you taking your time and doing business and all that, it's certain shit about your woman that you cannot take care of. The nigga Joe famously years ago said all the things your man won't do. So your man getting the money, your man got the car, your man got the crib. But what about these things that you think is little? But to your girl, they mean the world.
So I'll
He's
say,
gonna have somebody else on the side
I'll
to
say
provide
this, though,
those things.
but-
Because you would too.
But listen, I'll say this though. How many known NBA women we know cheat?
All of them.
They
How
not,
many?
che- they
Stop,
not
stop.
cheating.
How many known? Right.
What?
How can you say that though?
Because
definitely cheating, bro.
for a long time, men has treated women as property. And so if you're in the NBA and you have 82 games a year, plus you got summer camp, plus you got training
You
camp,
ain't at home.
plus you got
Okay.
you ain't never at the crib hitting your girl anyway. So you want her to go 300 days out of 365 year calendar without touching you and seeing you, and you think she not doing nothing, but whole time you on the road, right? Because some of my partners play in the league, like regular shit. They from here. They going and being with other women whenever they want to. You can't control a woman. If you're saying that a man could be polygamous, then why can't the woman be the same thing?
So polygamy is the understanding of both parties. It's not just individualized for the man. It's an agreement amongst
right.
both
So
parties.
I'm saying to your point earlier that it would be to a point in that relationship where she would even be open enough to let you know that, like, yo, I'm not receiving this, because you gonna get that regardless. You got two females that you gotta, you feel me, manage. So it's like one,
You can't juggle two females. One a lot of times tip this scale. You cannot. I don't believe in no nigga that tell me that not thing. If you want me to believe that you can juggle two women, how could you give two women the same attention and they both want it all?
They always don't want it all.
And they both want it all.
They not gonna receive the same attention.
Yeah.
What type of woman would you pick that wouldn't want it all from
Hey,
you?
that's the question. What women are they picking that's okay with it?
So
That's
but
Females who want that
it's a lot of them that's out here though.
I mean, we got trauma. We
it's
got
a lot of
it's a lot of men.
But
it's a lot of women.
but stop. It's easily to find out. I'll tell you this, right?
Yeah.
And the easiest woman to get is one who has been traumatically like broken down, because she's going to attach herself to you. Simple.
I don't know. That's the same woman that
She's
burn your crib down.
okay.
I've been in the hood my whole life.
But
run your PlayStation over. That easy girl with that trauma.
But
when
you're
she
not.
Flashback, your PlayStation 5 getting ran over playing.
But that doesn't mean that you don't have that woman though. That's where the toxic relationship comes in as well. Because you didn't say that you don't have her. You said that she go do some crazy shit. You didn't say that she wasn't gonna stick with you. You just said she go fuck up your crib. She go drive over. She go fuck your PlayStation stuff. She go.
Is that cool?
She go cut up your clothes. I mean, it ain't cool with me. I don't play those games. But at the end of the day, I'm just telling you, it's people that you can easily pick and attach to you who will stay there for certain reasons. Like I said, money is the biggest security of all. Don't underestimate it. And bitches will stay just like niggas will stay. I'll tell you a personal thing. I know a nigga who had a job. His girl was making more money. He quit his job and became a manny. He'd rather stay home with the kid.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with staying home with the kid?
Not necessarily wrong.
First of all,
I mean, I'm not doing it.
Let's talk about it. That's what we here for.
We are not.
This
But
what we
look, we
here
gonna
for.
stay on topic.
I
We
got
gonna stay
real
on topic. No. We gonna stay. We gonna stay on
That's a whole
topic.
nother podcast.
It is. It's a whole different podcast.
But this, okay, so this is my thing. Okay, so the woman can't cheat. She have to be what to you?
It's not that she can't cheat.
I'm asking.
It's
What's your position in her life? So are you? I'm asking. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna go back
Is
to
this like a personal?
No. I'm talking about like as far as what's the reason? What's the reason for saying, not saying I'm single, right? It's a difference, and I'm dating other people. I'm not cheating on you if we're not married.
You gotta
And
be upfront with that though, right? Because I got homies who still walk around here lying to themselves and whole relationships, but still on the side calling me, talking about, boy, yeah, I just cracked this one bitch the other night. But do your main bitch know you just did that though?
everybody not cut from that cloth. I can't.
Right. So
that's where the cheating come in.
Everybody
that's
ain't
where the
cut
cheating-
from that cloth.
That's where the cheating come in. But then from a male's perspective, I think you can even single us out and be like, is it natural for us to do it? Right. So
I think it's natural, but I also think part of the reason is because if you're dating somebody, why are you expected to be owned by that person, both men and women?
Let me read something.
Go ahead.
Let me read something. I was gonna say this
He
shit for
finna get
tomorrow,
deep.
but I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow because we got some females on the show. So there was a post I saw. I don't know who wrote the shit. It was on Instagram, but I'm gonna read the whole thing and then we can kind of talk about it. So I love how women get mad. And then no offense, Sonny. I love how women get mad at me for crushing their illusions. Well, I'll crush some more. Men don't want marriage. You do. It doesn't benefit us. All it does is give you a false sense of entitlement and security that you need so that we can take you off the market and keep you to ourselves under the hopes that it will last and we won't lose our life savings or dignity in the process. All this while still fighting the urge to fuck other women daily and run free while being stuck in a cage that you can't escape without losing possibly your house, kids, and half of what you work for. We only marry women because society forces us to. Between women and the pressure of wanting a lifelong commitment, it's a burden that most men fall victim to. Most of us marry you to keep you, possess you, not to be actual husbands. If we had it our way, we would keep you as longtime girlfriends, but y'all don't want to do wife duties unless you have a ring. And so we submit to playing the game of marriage so that we can reap the benefits of a wife. Don't get me wrong, some of us fall in love and want that union, but for the most part we don't. We just marry you because we know you do. Thoughts?
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
I think he's a coward for saying we when he should have just said I.
Sonny had the hop in. I didn't she was gonna say something. That's Sonny, everybody. That's our producer for the
Choice of
evening.
words.
Y'all kick it off over
Thoughts?
there, man. I've been
Thoughts?
talking, man. Go on talk, man.
Y'all know my opinion about the whole legality of it, right? So I agree. With
I don't. What is your opinion on it? I don't know.
I just don't necessarily think that a piece of paper should legally bind individuals.
Absolutely.
I have experienced how the system works against us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it all sucks because of some piece of paper that I signed that I only paid $50 to $100 to fucking sign and turn in, and then it costs way more when that shit gotta get. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing.
Would you marry again?
Not legally, no. I would never do that shit again.
Fair.
I would commit
That's
to
fair.
it. I would commit to a woman. Don't get me wrong, but it would have to be, engaging or open conversation around that. But I don't have an issue with commitment. The legality of it, I'm just not doing that again. But anyway, thoughts on this?
I'm waiting on them.
The commitment. Why you want me to speak?
So
'Cause I like when y'all speak. Y'all funny.
I think that there's. I do feel like the voice of what Sonny just said. I do feel like he could have just said I. A couple times. He didn't say it not once, but he could have said I a couple times. Some of it I do agree with though, from the standpoint of society. Like, I think society does play a big. Bro, when I was a freshman in college, when I was walking around this campus and looking at certain people proposing to, like, these are 18, 19-year-olds, and in my mind the only thing I can think of is, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you 18 and 19.
You a new fool.
I got no clue.
Why are you getting married right now? Like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
bro.
And then 9 times out of 10, down the road by 25, they divorced. Like, what? You didn't even live. You just got here.
I feel like a lot of that love at early age come from the man not being in the household.
That could be a part.
Because when it come down to it, the man gonna tell his son, like, bro, pipe down. You gotta wait. But when it come down to the woman being the head of the household and the man being taken away, a lot of that,
it's like a
lot of that decision making as a man get altered.
Facts.
You're not guys not making decisions as mans. Now we going out feelings, and that's why guys get married early because they feeling it.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
He went somewhere with that.
I love her, but she not qualified. She not qualified.
Bruh, oh my God, thank you for saying that on camera. Because again, bro, like I got 30-plus-year-old homies who still talking about I love her, bro. Like, your turn over with, bro. Like, your turn already
get
passed,
over the
bro.
feelings, bro. The feelings come and they go. You love her now, but
that's real shit,
tomorrow the feelings could be.
That's real shit, bro.
Nigga, she could be.
She already gone. She already gone.
And I got a homie.
She over with KJ the sweat at the polygamous camp.
The swipe.
She over there with KJ. She over there with KJ.
What's hilarious is, based off of what you just said, I got that was hilarious, and I want y'all to chime in on that post. But I got a homie who basically is married, but he said some profound stuff to me before, like as far as if he ever felt like in the morning one day he wake up and feel like, yeah, I can't do this with her no more. And then vice versa, if she ever woke up in the morning and said, yo, this ain't really finna work with us no more, he would be completely fine with, okay, cool, like, you know what I'm saying, going about his life, going about his way, because it's the feeling part of it, right? Like, if you feel like you at your ends wit or whatever, and you can't make this work anymore, and you feel like you've done all you can, and then you can comfortably just openly say, I'm not ready to do this no more, then you got to be okay with that. Like, but
I think we say you got to be okay with it. I think the truth is, especially what I've been going through lately with my family, is people not okay with it.
Nah,
niggas be lying, niggas get in these circles with us. Real niggas, we be breathing, talking. We ain't on camera all the time. We just have regular conversations. Niggas be like, man, fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. And then nigga go to his car and be crying his motherfucking eyeballs out.
I'll put it to you this way.
Niggas care be.
I'll put it to you this way. When my past relationship or past marriage was first that I knew was about to end, I think I was more hurt because of one, how it ended, and then two, how I was portrayed out to be when I knew none of it was valid. And so there was a period in my life where I was just like what the fuck just happened almost, you know what I'm saying? And
man, that shit hurt, nigga. I'm a real nigga. I be outside all the time. That shit hurt.
And it did, mainly because I knew that there was just a lot of miscommunication amongst motherfuckers who she was listening to, who she definitely shouldn't have been getting advice from.
Nah, you overthinking it now. She did what women do. When women leave a relationship, they get let me give you an example. Let me give you an example, and then I let you come back at it. Let me give you an example. If I break up with a girl, my family still be with her, right?
Facts.
No matter what happened, my family wasn't in a relationship. They don't even know what's going on. They gonna be like, hey, why you do that girl wrong? I said, wait, you don't even know her. You don't even know this girl that you talking crazy about, that you vouching for, that you still calling her number. You ain't even called me. I was in a bad situation Tuesday. You ain't even called me to say, hey, bro, put your head up. And so a lot of times we get in these relationships with people, and then our people get in relationships, and we end up stuck in a relationship. I don't think it's cheap. We never got to that. But the main thing is cheat natural, and I think that a lot of it is not even cheating. If it's your natural instinct to be that, then how could it be cheating in the first place?
Because you left outside the agreement.
There's no agreement.
Once you
people break agreements. I do real business.
So that means there was an agreement, though.
No, people break up. How many agreements did Donald Trump break to become president?
But it's an agreement, though.
If you're in a relationship with a female, right, and then y'all have let's put a number on it. Let's say y'all was dating for 6 months. And then you say, yo, I'm ready to make this exclusive. And she say, all right, yeah, I'm ready to make it exclusive too. Right. Then now after that, you say, okay, so what are our ground rules? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you open to, like, you know what I'm saying? Can I
be honest with you? At 39 years of life, the first time I had that conversation was last year. You know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of times that we overthink it, right? If you gonna be with a woman, a lot of times you being with her because you love her. And so you, in your mind, depending on how you grew up, you will tell a woman, I want to commit to you. But I guess more the KJ point is, did you really want to commit to that woman? Or is that what you thought that you had to tell her?
No, it's not what you tell her.
Mm-hmm. That depends on
the I think that what happens is she feels a void in you, right? So just like we talked about the person who had like trauma issues, right? Men also have the trauma issues that you just spoke about, right? Sometimes we be hurting. Sometimes we need something to latch on to as well. And 9 times out of 10 is usually that positive woman that is there to like help us, right? And so you might be like, oh, you doing X, Y, and Z. And so it's just like, I was able to get my life together because of the things that you were already doing. So now we're combined as this situation. So now because we fit like a glove, because you have what I need and I have what you need, so now we're a puzzle piece. So now we fit perfectly. We don't look at it as it's a time situation. We don't look at it like, oh, this is my time to be with you, because at the end of the day, everybody has a time, right? Therefore, everybody dies, right? It's my time to be with you before I move on to the next person or to the next transition.
I think you took that too far, but
well, with death, but people die. People die when they're young, though.
No. I agree with him on a lot of things, but the time was going short, and I didn't want him to get cut off.
No.
Can we
What
do
we
it?
at? We can keep talking because we got audio.
Yeah, audio still rolling.
29:12. Okay, so I think it's gonna be
29:12.
when it stops. I think it's gonna be like.
Cause I don't need the camera. We just not digging. We ain't even started digging. Cause this is real shit.
I mean, we can keep digging.
Cause I guess my thing is, cause I'm not. You gotta understand. I know you just met me. I don't disagree.
You can stop it. Yeah.
In my mind, what I do is try to figure it out because I feel like that. I really feel like I ain't never cheated on none of my bitches in life.
I mean, but so
never.
So
I ain't never had.
Y'all funny, bro. So okay, wait. So are we all in agreement? Let's just say from a male's perspective or a male point of view, is cheating natural? Are we all in agreement with that or no? I know you wanna.
No.
You already said it.
I'm gonna let y'all talk.
It's on.
No, boy.
It's on camera. You already said it though.
Nothing. The only thing that's
so
natural.
Do you think that it's in the male's nature to want to continue to be fruitful and grow?
I think that if we say cheating is natural, that we have to include the female species.
Let's take the cheating.
I don't like it when we singular out to males because these women been sucking and fucking before the cameras and TV.
So when
you didn't know that your auntie was
that.
You didn't know your auntie was like that.
So we talked about the male, but the question was, is just cheating natural for the human race?
If we agree that it's both.
For the human race.
If we agree that it's both,
so that's
then I would agree with that.
So that's man and female.
Yeah, and then it's always people out of it.
It's easy for it to be natural though, because there's always going to be somebody, even if you in a relationship, there's always going to be somebody who is either going to be hotter than that person that you're in a relationship in.
Man, niggas be cheating with bitches that's way worse than they girl. That
shit ain't
got nothing to do with it.
That's still a condition. That's still a situational thing. What if you in a relationship and that
I think right now in the moment, if I meet your bitch and I don't care who you is, you could be Kevin motherfucking Durant. But if your ass over there in Tokyo and your bitch right here in the club and I'm feeling my spirit right now. What's this?
That's a condition.
No,
you in Tokyo, you feel me? And she meet a cute dude at a club or a bar or whatever. She know that you all the way in Tokyo.
No, what I'm saying, you missing the point.
What's your point?
I'm way less than Kevin Durant. I don't got his bread.
No, that's
I ain't got his cars. I can't do shit for this bitch but pipe her down. But because I met her right now and smile in the club, the same bitches that'll cheat with niggas that got everything cheat with a nigga with nothing. I think it's both sides.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying that it's conditions. So it's.
I don't think so. I think people cheat because it's natural. Back to the original point.
Right.
I think women. I don't think it's conditional. I think women and men, we say cheating, but I think that they naturally desire things that they're not receiving.
Bruh, if you in a relationship and your girl not fucking you how you want her to, fuck you.
I never had that situation.
Hold on though. Hypothetically, you feel me? You in a relationship and your girl not letting you dick her down like you know you should be. You gonna go seek that shit from somewhere else, especially if she ain't giving it to you. Right, so that's a condition. So she ain't giving it to you how you want it to.
But you're making it a condition because you should be able to sacrifice.
Situational, however you want to put it.
But hold on. There are things that you're doing in her life that she wants that she's sacrificing too.
It's always gonna be that way.
If she don't want you to do all this nasty shit, she don't want to go to the red room and read the great book and all of that.
Then my turn over with then.
But what happens when you're not giving her those little things that she satisfies, or does it not matter?
That goes back to the mutual understanding and conversation that y'all have around y'all relationship. So what pros or what pet peeves or whatever the case may be, that all goes back to what do you like to do. What are your likes? What are your dislikes? How are you going to die to yourself as an individual to make sure you meet these needs of this woman? How is she going to do the same thing? And then y'all can mutually be on the one accord. Like, okay, yeah, I know she like this. You feel me? I'm going to make her eggs this motherfucker way. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about...
In your mind.
It's all about the conversation y'all have.
I feel like also with polygamy and being in relationships and being faithful and the whole concept, the subject when we speaking on, it comes from you personally want to do better. At any point, okay, they say we was born into sin. They say we was born in doing the wrong thing. We was born into being curious and want to do the wrong thing, regardless of. They say God said don't eat of the fruit, and what they do, they still did it because the snake came and he did his thing. So no matter what, and I'm just using that as an example. What I'm trying to make known is that in life, every day we're gonna be dealing with battles spiritually
Facts.
and on different levels.
Facts.
So if we want to be subjected to, oh, it's just natural for us to be wrong. It's just natural for us to. That's just an excuse we make to just do whatever. We gotta have boundaries, and also I feel like this too. We say cheating, but are we being man of our word? Are we holding ourselves accountable as the men? Because I feel like this. If we say, this is my woman, this is who I want to be with, there's no reason why we should be saying, oh, it's an excuse for me to go and do that.
I can give you reasons. That's
Now,
nice
hold on.
going into that.
Right.
I'm
But
just-
I would
I'm just
hope
speaking on
that
this.
if I'm in a relationship,
Yeah.
in a committed relationship with an individual, I would hope that I would be able to hold myself accountable enough to say, you know, let's say I went out with the homies or some shit and some girl like hit on me, you know what I'm saying, and maybe she like tried to kiss me or something, you know what I'm saying. I would hope that I would be comfortable enough in my own skin to be able to come home and because let's say somebody took a picture of the shit. Let's say somebody was there, one of her homegirls, you know what I'm saying. She took a picture of it, and she waited for you to be like, oh, how was your night? Oh, it was good. It was dope with the dude. The craziest shit happened was some bitch was there and she tried to kiss me. She would feel like your level would go up a little bit because she already knew that it happened. She want to see if you gonna be open about the communication. Right. So if you get to a point to where your woman ain't satisfying you in a certain way, I think that first you can have this conversation with her. You know what I'm saying? And say, yo, like, I miss when you used to do this or when you used to do this.
That's normal.
And then give her a sort of time frame to get together whatever she needs to get together. And then you start saying that she just lacking off and she not even doing that shit.
It sounds like y'all live in fairy tale.
Nah, hold on. This is not a fairy tale. Let me finish my point,
go
though.
ahead.
This is not
Go
a fairy
ahead.
tale.
Yep.
So you had this conversation with her, and then she come to a mutual agreement, okay, I'm going to do better, baby. And then you follow up by saying, all right, cool, we gonna see where you at this point, and then we going to see where you at in the next couple weeks. Just so you know, if I don't see no progress, don't get mad when I go out here and start fucking up the bitches.
Is these?
not
I just
a
want to
fairy tale. That's
ask
an
you,
honest
is these
conversation.
real conversations?
That's
Because
another agreement.
because
That's another
I'm
one.
saying. Go ahead,
the
though.
type of women I've dated in my life, by the time they got that photo and they was waiting for me at the door, the conversation was not about to happen. That's not what they wanted. They did want a conversation.
It depends on who that woman
They
is.
didn't. They didn't want to come. Not me. This
She
close
gonna
to
wanna-
this girl.
She gonna want to see if you gonna lie to
But this
her.
go
though.
back to who are you choosing?
Shit like that,
Everybody,
shit
like that. So it's your fault.
Like,
So it's your fault.
You knew I would take that.
So it's your fault.
You knew I can take that. I can take that.
Yeah. Who are we choosing?
You knew
like,
the bitch
we don't
was.
want to hold ourselves accountable.
Yeah.
Who are we choosing out here? Who are we choosing that we can't hold it down?
You know
We
she
can't
was
be
wildin'.
That man that our woman want us to be, bro.
Now, you right.
Who
Nah,
are we choosing?
that's
Who are we
right.
choosing out here?
That's
We gotta
facts.
be a man of our word, and we gotta choose the qualified woman of our lives.
But it's not easy. It's
I
not
never
easy
said it was easy.
because a lot of times they play the role too. Because I've been in situations where it
time.
started off
We all play
polygamous.
roles.
It started off polygamous. So this is what I mean by starting off polygamous. I meet a girl. I've been knowing you 2 or 3 weeks. You give me that, right? I ain't take it. This is what we want to do. We both adults. We made a mutual agreement to do that. But you gotta know that I know that it's 100 niggas on your line still,
Facts.
and it's 100 bitches on my line still. Not bitch. It's 100 queens on my line still. Period. Because they didn't even know I got up with you because I just been knowing you 3 weeks, right? And now it's a competition, survival of the fittest. So now the one I thought wasn't gonna come through, when I thought I committed to you, came through now because she like, I matured, I changed, I
Right.
did this.
But look, but what you just
Come on.
described though is that like you just pointed out the fact that women like competition just as much.
They
as
love it
but just as much as men do.
more.
I'm
definitely
just
love it.
saying.
More.
though. So
Like how they say women gossip, but men gossip more.
Yeah,
But
motherfucking
competition,
niggas be talking.
women go for the
do not
kill.
shut up, boy.
Women go for the kill. I only want you because she wanted you, and she can't have you.
Facts.
I didn't seen it.
No, it's
I
valid.
wasn't
I mean, it's
disagreeing.
valid. No,
I
it's
wasn't
valid.
disagreeing.
It's valid.
I'm just saying. You just pointed it out.
It's
That's
valid.
at the end of the day.
But it could go all type of ways. Who says the possibilities is endless?
But I'm saying, so what constitutes the cheat? So now,
We already talked about it though.
No.
Once you-
Once you cross the
I don't
agreement,
believe
In agreement?
I don't believe agreements being made.
But what
I
you
think-
what
How
you
you started this
But
whole
hold on,
thing with
hold
an
on,
agreement,
hold
with an agreement that you made with an individual.
because I make
Keep it
agreements.
real.
I
Keep it
make
real.
agreements.
I
I
know
make
that.
agreements. I know a lot of fucking people To be honest with yourself,
People
you're
not
not
making
making no
agreements. They not,
agreement
and I'm
with
gonna
the
agree with
people,
him on that.
and that's why half the time.
So
the
you
shit
speaking
that
on behalf of the people?
I'm speaking on behalf of myself. Half the shit when people come to me and they be like, "This going on in your relationship, and that's going on in your relationship," I be like, "You don't even know what the fuck we be talking about or what we be doing,"
fair.
because they not making agreements.
No, they not.
People not making agreements.
A lot of people not sitting down.
That's
like,
we hypothesizing like people sit down and have adult conversations and they not.
No,
I mean,
I'm
they
just saying,
do
I'm just
though.
saying that's what
Like,
needs to
they
happen.
do,
don't.
but it's
like
not.
I mean,
I mean the general shit that people do talk about, like I ain't gonna cheat on you, so I don't want you cheating.
But
on
they
me.
lying.
Like that.
But she still got me. But she still texting me. But she still texting me.
But look-
The same girl still texting me though.
But look-
The one that just told you that.
And when that nigga found out, hopefully he's
He
smart
not
enough.
gonna find out.
Hopefully
Cause
he's
niggas
smart
is-
enough to move on.
You know what niggas do. You know what niggas do.
Some niggas don't find out.
So, a lot of niggas do find out and know, and the first thing they do is go fight niggas. You know how many niggas
No,
I
it's the
know?
dumbest
You
thing
know how
ever.
many niggas I know that fought in the street because of over a female?
It's the dumbest thing ever.
Because they not.
Oh, you with my girl? Oh, my girl? Oh, you can't.
That goes back to the whole
goes
in the hood,
red-
boy,
the
we
red
right up.
blue
That
pill
goes back
thing.
to
Like, that's just-
choosing. That
that's
goes back
just-
to qualifying. That goes back to being a man and holding ourselves accountable. The women we bringing around, bro.
Right.
But where does
Like,
the
if we-
where does the man's accountability come from? Why we never talk about that
She
part?
cheated. Well, that's all people
Hold
talk
on.
about. Is the
You
man
cheated.
accountability.
You got three
If
different
she-
bitches. You got three different women, but you telling her because you got three different women, she could only have you.
You gotta wrap it up.
Listen how you sounded. I'm sorry.
Who, me?
Gotta wrap
Nah,
it up.
we-
Nah, I don't get that.
Nah, we just-
I ain't like-
I'm just
I ain't
talking
got
to
it
you,
like
bro.
that,
Keep
bro. I
going.
ain't like-
Switch the memory card.
Yeah,
No. I think
Whatever.
even with that though, right? Like that has to be, again, it depends on the individual, right? So like, let's say if you go into the relationship and you telling this girl I don't believe in labels, I'm fucking with you right now, but I'm still dating. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now she
Well, like,
has
boy.
the opportunity to let you know, like, oh, okay, well,
She
cool.
agree.
I'm fucking with you too, but I'm gonna keep dating other
Right.
dudes too,
That's
as
the
long
agreement.
as that's an agreement.
That's the
like,
agreement.
you feel
It
me?
don't have to be like.
Nah, yeah,
So
no,
can
it
I
don't.
ask out of the men sitting out of here, if you've been in seasons where you're dating multiple women for a long time, and that's what you like, that's what you want from now on?
Until I meet somebody.
Wait,
who
ask
I
the
don't
question
wanna
again.
do it anymore.
Oh, until you don't, so why do it for long when you know that that's not your nature?
Because we are living in a time right now. Well, I wouldn't necessarily
So
say
if
it's
it's
not. I wouldn't necessarily say it's not my nature. I feel like personally, I need to go start how females be started.
We just
So
bullied,
my
bro.
personal opinion is, I think that you should date, right? Like, so I don't know if that means one person, two people, or having a rotation, whatever the case may be. I feel like until you fully know that you are ready as an individual to settle down and fully commit to somebody, how will you ever know if you're ready to do that if you don't have experience on what it is that you like or what type of women you want to date or et cetera, et cetera. But I think a lot of dudes try to force it from a player's perspective, like, you know what I'm saying, like, nah, you know, fuck these bitches or whatever the case may be. But then sometimes they just be lying to themselves. Some
No, they all
people
lying.
are
They
legit.
all
Nah,
lying.
they all lying.
Not all of them. I
No,
mean,
they
They all
You
lying.
lying.
They all
lying.
lying.
heard that
Now
saying?
somebody that you relate
you
with,
heard-
that you
Hold on.
is a
Time-
woman
time
of
out,
her
time out,
word,
time
hold
out,
on,
son.
is a woman of her word, loves you for who you are, respects you,
Absolutely.
okay, and you respect back, you value her,
Mm,
would you be looking for other women?
No.
maybe.
no,
You
I
found her,
no.
like you said, you're waiting for the one you meet.
No.
Two bags eating chicken. What you wanna do? Listen, give me that chicken, give me that.
Oh, perfect. I'm fucking losing DNA.